Nick Lango had not grounded the ball, it would appear that that would have perhaps been a penalty try, because KCB were already in 6s and 7s.
They couldn't defend that maul. They couldn't defend the scrum drive from Nakuru.
The last picture there shows you the level of devastation within that particular scrum, and because you see Edwin Alubaka, the hooker, actually on top of the try scorers, shows that the guys drove right through.
Right through. So Nakuru with the lead from that pushover try. And
Martin Mwita has to do much better with this particular kick.
Better with his kicking. His other kick hit the post. Let's see if he can nail this one. The score currently stands at Nakuru 8, KCB 5. Once again, he's missed the kick.
It had the direction, but not the power.
It didn't have the legs.
This is end-to-end stuff.
This is end-to-end stuff. I mean, a few minutes ago, we were talking about the KCB try. Right now, Nakuru have gone the other end and they've scored. And it's 8-5 to Nakuru. 21 minutes gone. The Enterprise Cup Final 2014 at the RFUA grounds. If you're just joining us from the corners of the Republic of Kenya and Africa, welcome to the RFUA grounds. It's the Enterprise Cup Final 2014. Nakuru leading KCB by 8 points to 5.
Nakuru recapture the ball from the kickoff. Charles Onyango dancing his way. They look like they're electing to actually clear the ball from there. Gibson Weru managed to get a kick above the surface, and the ball goes straight into Antonio Gott's hand. He's got Captain Edwin Salamba out. Salamba has been known to be very nippy, decides to chip the ball up. Mwita spills the ball out, and KCB
lost it forward.
Might just be able to make something from this.
Yeah, once again, the ball
scrum green ball.
Nakuru not very good. I would have expected him to field that kick very well. And really beat his first man who comes, but once again, Nakuru are going to be under a bit of pressure here from KCB. KCB will be looking for an instant reply to try and get back on level terms or try and get a try from this set-piece move. Remember, their first strike came from a set-piece move with Nakuru's back rope.
I would fancy KCB getting the ball out to Brian Omondi to actually have a mismatch. Okay, that will not happen because the referee did not like what he saw in the Nakuru win the scrum against the head. KCB really need to look into their scrummaging department because they're being taken to the cleaners.
They're being taken to the cleaners here. The Nakuru set piece is so strong, and it's winning them crucial penalties in this game. We have played 23 minutes of the Enterprise Cup Final. Nakuru versus KCB here at the RFUA grounds. Nakuru leading by 8 points to 5. Remember, they lost last year's final to Mwamba, and if my memory serves me right, they complained about the winning try by Mwamba last year, where Dennis Ombati just picked up the ball from under his own post and sped off 60 meters away. But hoping to atone for those errors of last year, Nakuru are leading by 8 points to 5, but we've got a long way to go in this cup final.
I would have expected KCB to ensure they retain their set pieces and try and apply a little bit more pressure against the Nakuru flyer of Martin Mwita, who is not the biggest man on the pitch. And I believe that if they do go around and drive in some of the big runners, Brian Omondi, Ken Mosetti, Dennis Mwanja through that particular channel, if we do get a chance of seeing Dennis Mwanja coming on through, that might actually be Achilles' heel. I would have actually thought that Martin Mwita would start at 9 and Gibson Weru at 10, but anyway, looks like it's working so far for them.
Yeah, but you see, once again, Nakuru losing their own feed, and KCB's Peter Mutai should have held on to that ball, but he kicked it over the defense line of Nakuru. But I just thought he should have held on to the ball and try and build a bit of faces there, but it hasn't worked. But once again, it's KCB who still have the ball.
I think Nakuru turned it over. They actually went in and rucked in droves. No, KCB managed to retain the ball, but they've lost about 20 meters from the set piece. And the up and under by Ken Mosetti goes only as high as the Nakuru hands, and all of a sudden, KCB on the back foot within their own territory.
Yeah, the decision making by KCB is a bit wanting because they are kicking the ball away, building a team, maybe just holding on to the ball and maybe trying a bit of some phases here. Ken Mosetti there kicking the ball, you take the ball, and see, even rugby, if you're kicking, you better kick for something. Don't just kick aimlessly. Yeah? Let the kick work for you. But so far it's not working for KCB. That would have been a is still there from Nakuru.
Muta easy.
Crouch!
Bind! Set!
Peter Mutai against Gibson Weru, a very interesting matchup.
Wayne Aswani not as lucky as he was the last time around. And I mean, the sort of numbers that Nakuru are placing is going to Alan Omuka shrugs off and shows what he's actually made of. The sort of numbers that Nakuru are committing onto the breakdowns, if you compare the same with what KCB are doing, you cannot compare. The referee decides to play advantage for KCB there for an infringement by Nakuru. And I think temper's beginning to flare in there.
Release, then you go back in. Release, you go back in.
Gets a chance to clear the ball from the KCB side of the half.
Yeah, that was a very big hit there from KCB. KCB showing the intentions in this game, but it's end-to-end stuff so far. And it's going to be a line out for KCB here.
Let's open the gap a little bit.
I think both teams have lost the form that they had within the first 10-15 minutes, where there was a bit of structure in the game, and there's a little bit of passion and aggression that is now losing out on the structure of the game. That's how Chino decides to get the ball to Brian Omondi, who's been known to be hard. KCB quickly fan out to try and ensure they can keep the ball live. Red football there to Brian Sangara, who's taken back a meter. Peter Mutai gets the ball back to Esau Otieno. Esau spreads the ball over to Antonio Gott, who shrugs off Javan Murai. KCB still retain the ball possession. Nakuru not too keen to do the counter within the onside of the territory. Kick stands in, Calvin Otieno in and out, and KCB retain the ball, and all of a sudden Esau Otieno scores from absolutely nothing. It's the most unfortunate thing with the rugby ball. You let it bounce, it bounces your head.
Yeah, a very interesting kick there. And once again, the Nakuru fullback there, Otieno, couldn't decipher the bounce of the ball and give to Esau Otieno there, and KCB retake the lead once again. It's end-to-end stuff. As Hillary was saying, both sides have lost it. That structure, and it's anybody's game right now. There's a bit of kicking going on, and Peter Mutai, let's see if he can nail the conversion.
So Esau Otieno wins the battle of the Otienos there. Esau Otieno, flyer for KCB, outwits Calvin Otieno. I think if I was Calvin, I'd probably come back and ensure that my pride is maintained.
And Peter Mutai misses the conversion, and it's KCB 10, Nakuru 8, 28 minutes gone. How time flies. It's an Enterprise Cup final 2014 at the RFUA grounds. KCB have taken the lead again. Their second try of the match there from Esau Otieno.